Oh, what's going on, YouTube, YouTube? What's going on? This is your girl Coco929. Guilty, I haven't yarned one time, but as soon as I start trying to make a video, I start yarning. AKA, my name is Libra Butterfly. Yes, boo. So check this out. I was sitting here and just doing my deep thinking that I do, and and just one-on-one time with the Father, and just doing me. That's just me. That's who I am. And sometimes, y'all, we are so busy doing a lot of nothing that we think we don't have no time to just be. I'm sorry, just to sit and just breathe. Uh, Woosah. You know what I'm saying? So I was thinking about my baby that's deceased, Jasmine. And I was sitting here and it went back. Okay, that's my third yawn, y'all. Pray for me. And I went back to the moments before she was born. And it was crazy because me and her biological dad, we were in the hospital, and I was like, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. I was in so much pain, y'all. I was in so much pain. And I kept saying, ma'am, I feel this baby. I feel this baby. And she said, well, ma'am, it doesn't show on the sonogram or paper or whatever. Uh, Dad, it doesn't show on the paper that you're even at your peak when it comes to contractions. I said, ma'am, I should know what my body's feeling. This is not my first child. Like that. She said, well, give me one moment. She said, let me go out here and let somebody know, and we'll come back in and take a look at you. And I'm sitting here, y'all, I'm shaking. I'm in so much pain. And so her dad said, you really feel the baby? And I looked at him. He said, no, I'm not trying to be stupid. Do you really feel her? I said, yeah, she's like trying to push through my pooper scooper. I said, she's trying to come out at any means necessary. Like it. He said, only you would describe something. I said, man, I'm in pain. He said, I got you. Push. He said, screw what that woman's talking about. He said, I'm looking at you and I can tell you in pain. He said, push. So I said, ugh. And when I did like that, he said, oh my God. I said, oh, here she come. Here she come. Like that. And so the woman came back in and she saw the head. She said, oh my goodness, Stack, I see the head. The head's crowning. And she said, no, no ma'am, no ma'am. She put her hand over my tutwala where my baby's head had just tried to push through. You could see the hair and everything. And her daddy didn't like her. They said, wait a minute. Cause see, here's the thing, y'all. This is, now I don't know how it is now cause I ain't had a baby in almost 18 years, okay? But I'm sorry, y'all. It used to be if you delivered anywhere but the delivery room, the doctor didn't get paid. Okay? So they would always stop a woman's labor. I said, don't push yet. And they would get you into the labor and delivery room with all the lights and stuff. So that way, if you deliver, the doctor gets paid. Okay? Anyway, when she moved her hand, there was Jasmine. Came out without anything on, just pushed on out. And that let me know, and like I said, God will take you back to things that is not so significant and he'll make it relevant. And when I got to thinking about that, this girl has always been ahead. She's always did things that you be like, why? Huh? They don't make sense. Why you do? Huh? That was Jasmine. Shock value, shock factor. Like the stuff that you wouldn't think would come out of somebody's mouth, there go Jasmine. Okay? And it just let me know that even with this, with her being gone and everything, that God still got her. God said, I had her then and I got her now. And I believe it. I believe it. And I have so much peace. Like, of course, I miss my baby that she's not here. Come on, don't get it twisted, with her little smart aleck self. But I'd rather have her in peace with God than to be in hell here on earth. And that girl had took her through so much stuff that she was literally in hell, you know? And it just makes me I weep for my grandson, if that makes sense, even though it's my baby and I feel the void of her not being here. It's like it's a void in me. It's a void in my womb. I can't explain it. But I weep for my grandson because my grandson and my daughter were best friends. Yeah, that was his mother, but baby, it didn't get no better than her to him, and vice versa. And for him to be going around and not have her, and especially school's grid start, he just turned 14. You know what I'm saying? Like, this has been big milestones in his life, and he doesn't have his best friend. He doesn't have his mother, and he's not showing any behavior issues. Like, he's not he's not crying, he's not angry, he's just not, you know? And I'm praying for him. And I think um his dad told me that they were going to try to get him some I'm sorry, yeah, he was going to try to get him some counseling, because he said he doesn't want to go, but I think it would be good that he do, even if he doesn't go nothing but one time. I feel like he needs to go, you know. Cause like I told them, y'all better watch him, cause some gonna trigger him. One day, out of the clear blue sky, y'all might say, "You don't want this sandwich," and he go off, cause he's kept it bottled up, So, and just to tell you a little bit more about my daughter. Okay, so Jasmine was working for this company who did stocks, right? And she put in to be a team leader, a supervisor. And so her and the supervisor got into it, right? And the supervisor, they got into it because the supervisor passed her up and gave it to somebody else who hadn't been there as long and didn't know as much as she did. So the next day, my daughter decides, this is not funny, she decides she's going to go and glue her supervisor stuff to her desk. Yes, you heard me. She went, she glued the stapler, she glued the mouse, she glued the mouse pad, she glued what else she tell me she glued? She just glued her stuff to her desk. And then went back to her desk, and got her coffee and all this stuff, like, and sat back down. This was way before the supervisor came in. So she said during the day, they ended up calling her to come in the office. And they was like, oh, we don't think this is gonna work out. She said, you know what, bitch, I agree. It ain't gonna work. I quit. And I looked at her. No, she said, you know what, bitch, you're right. Excuse me, but this is what she said. She said, it's not gonna work. I quit. I said, hold it. Wait a minute, hold it. She said, ma'am. I said, hold it. You glue, she said, her stapler, and then you glue her mouse pad and her mouse to the desk. I'm tripping, and I'm trying my best not to laugh. I'm like, okay, well, she shouldn't have passed me over. She know I deserve that position, and see, y'all, that's why I said, I'm like, oh my goodness, child, oh my goodness. So that's the type of kid I had, and I still have, because she's still with me, and like I said, the way she came into this world, she was like, I'm ready, move. I don't care. Let me go. Let me fly. And that's what she's done. So I I was just sitting here just doing my wood side, just thinking and everything. And I was like, wow, this child has always marched to her own drum with no apologies. With none. I mean, no apologies, and everything. And I remember I rearranged a little bit of a children's song, gospel song that I taught the kids and that they learned in Sunday school as well. And, you know, uh, Jesus loves me. Jesus loves me. Then it's Jesus loves me. This I know, for the Bible tells me so. Little ones do hear me, love. They are weak, but he is strong. Sing it with me. Jesus loves me. Jesus loves me. Yes, Jesus loves me. Oh, yes, Jesus loves me. Oh, yes, Jesus loves me. For the Bible tells me Jesus loves me. Jesus loves me. So that's how my kids learned the song until they went to church and they heard it the correct way. They was like, Mama. I'm like, I know. I had to jazz it up a little bit. But they know both versions. That's all that matter. So I'm just saying. So yeah, it just took me back to that for her, you know. Took me back to that for her and the other ones, you know, me teaching them Jesus Loves Me song. So I can just imagine, like I said, they used to pay her when she was a kid, 8 years old, 6 years old, 10 years old, to sing at funerals, to sing at just different places because she was a singer. And she had a big voice on her to be such a small kid. And I mean, $80, $100, so she loved music. She wrote and composed her own songs. She's been in the studio. It's just so much. Like I said, this child was endless talent, beautiful model, endless talent. So I'm just sitting back and I'm just telling God thank you, because I just know He covered my daughter. Even though we never know how we're going out of here, we just need to know that we have somewhere to go. And I'm so glad that I gave my kids back to the Lord when they were younger. They've been baptized, so hey, you know, I'm just grateful, because a lot of people, they don't even know what that look like. They don't know about salvation or anything. And like I said, this right here may not be for everybody that I'm saying, but I'm not just saying it to certain individuals. I'm saying it to whoever listens to this and who this is for. So, oh, come on. So I just thank you guys for just listening to me, and thank you for reminiscing with me about my baby and everything. So, I appreciate that. All right. All righty. Y'all see my Navy Federal thing? Trying to get extra time to pay my credit card bill. Sure, everybody else getting it. Why not me? All right, smooches, everybody. I love you guys, and there's nothing you can do about it.